and last week adding 861,000 jobless claims. Joining us now for a look at where the economy stands, we have editor-in-chief of The Economist, Zanny Minton-Beddoes, longtime media executive, editor-at-large at Newsweek, and CNBC founder and contributor Tom Rogers joins us, and co-founder and CEO of the Swedish bank Klarna, Sebastian Siemiatkowski. I'm hoping, as a fellow Pole, I pronounced that okay.
All right.
It's good to have you all on board.
Thank you all so much for being with us. So, Zanny, a debate in the United States right now, though not that hearty of a debate, because it looks like we've have political leaders have concluded that more is better. But there is some concern that a $2 trillion COVID relief package could fuel inflation. What are your thoughts, and what do economists on both sides of the Atlantic believe about that package?
So I think you're right that this is basically a debate in the US right now. The Europeans have no risk of inflation anytime soon, but in the US there clearly is a debate. And I think the point is that there has been a huge amount of stimulus already in the US economy, and adding 1.9 trillion has worried some Democrat economists, many Republican economists, that it is a huge amount of stimulus to add to an economy that, once it puts COVID behind us, is going to be accelerating pretty rapidly. The question of how much of inflation risk there is right now, inflation is still pretty low. Inflation expectations are rising slightly. I think it's unlikely to be catastrophic anytime soon, but there are a few things to keep you worried. One is that you have a Fed that is determined to stay loose for longer. You have an enormous amount of stimulus, and you have financial markets that are predicated on inflation being low and interest rates being near zero for a very long time. If any of that shifts, you could see a very big change in financial markets. You could see a big shakeup pretty quickly. So I'm not sitting on the edge of my chair worried, but I do think there is a bigger risk than many people think. And perhaps most important, if you're going to spend that much money, spend it, I think, on things like public infrastructure investment, the green agenda, all the big things that need to happen that the Biden administration wants to do later on. But if it's already had this huge stimulus program, there may be even less appetite to do that further down. So I think it's more a political question than it is an economic one right now.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.